So week 3, y'all. Final Destination 3. Tres. This one actually came out when I was in high school. Did I see it in the theater? No, I didn't. Because I didn't want to waste my time. So I'm going to say something a little bit surprising here. But first thing that you notice, if you're someone like me and you kind of study these sort of things, is that the director of the third one is the same person who directed the original film. And you go, oh no, this is gonna be awful, isn't it? I remember because I did eventually see it on DVD in high school. And I remembered thinking it wasn't that good. And well, we'll get to the stories about the fourth one and why I avoided that like the plague when we get to that week. But this third one, I remember like kind of hearing from other people that it was like really bad and like definitely worse than the first two. Certainly isn't really talked about, and I kind of hate the poster. I mean, I know that roller coaster accidents happen, but could you not be more on the nose about it being a thrill ride? That's what some people call these kind of like slasher-esque films. It's like, oh, it's like a roller coaster ride. You up and down with the emotions and spectacle, all of that. So here's the thing, y'all. Final Destination 3 is better than the first two by a long shot. I don't know if y'all can comprehend how truly shocked I am to say this. I actually enjoyed it. I really wasn't expecting to enjoy any of them. And I thought about it. There's a couple of reasons why I think 3 is infinitely better than the first two, even though nobody talks about this one anyways. It's kind of like the first one. It's kind of forgotten to time. Well, first, part of me is a little bit biased. I will admit that because a Disney Channel actor is the lead male character in the piece. And I always liked Ryan Merriman, so I was happy to see my smart house guy in this stupid horror movie. He was also in The Ring too, or at least the short film that played before it. But so I'm a little biased on that. I will admit that. And I'm also a little biased in that this one is focused on teenagers again. But I'm biased because I kind of like dead teenager movies. I think they're kind of stupid fun. Um, so yeah. There are like no adults in this movie. Like none that I can remember. And I just watched it yesterday. You would think that might be a detriment, but that's actually the biggest positive that I can give this movie. There was not a single moment where you're like, wait a minute, what? Why are, where are the parents? Because in the text itself, in the film itself, it establishes in the first two that the parents are there, but they just are like, I guess, really neglectful, or the script forgot that they existed, so they just vanish. We don't even we don't even meet the parents. A plus, already better than the first two, and that's a low bar to me. I give you that. It's a very low bar to me, but this is a movie made for dumb teenagers to like watch once and forget within an hour. It's not made to be this big thought provoking piece. I mean, the first one was, and it just failed miserably. But this one was just kind of popcorn fun. It's stupid, but it recognizes that it's stupid. It boiled the concept down to its most basic idea and very easily explained it. The whole premise, everything is easily digestible. There's not a single moment, I think, in the entire film where I'm kind of like confused as to why they're doing what they're doing. It's just extremely straightforward. And again, I understand that that's a really kind of like bare minimum goal to me, but for this franchise, that is freaking huge. This was the first one. Now, granted, I haven't seen the other two yet, so we'll get to that when we get to them. But this is the first one that my thought of what the series actually was going to be is what this movie is. Now, I foolishly thought it was going to be the second one, and no, it wasn't the second one. This third one, every single death is not really supernaturally influenced. It's just a bunch of random circumstances, and you could explain it supernaturally, and the movie wants you to, but you also could kind of just look at it as these people are freaking nuts and just they are having the worst luck of all time. I liked that it was a, even though it was straightforward, it was actually a tad more ambiguous than the first two were. The distance between the original, like there's one reference to that original film, I think, in the entire movie. It left it where it should be. We had one line, we did not need to know nothing else about it. We did not need to waste our time watching that. In fact, you could enter Final Destination 3 without having seen the first two, and you would be fine. In fact, you'd probably enjoy it even more. You might even like the series if you started with the third one, even though nobody talks about this one. Um, yeah, basically, just few bullet points. Fact that they're all teenagers, perfect. Exactly the audience you're going for. That's the relatable characters. They actually hired someone. I don't know if it's the script or if it was the actress who they hired, but she seemed to like truly grieve the deaths of the characters on the roller coaster and the tragic event at the beginning of the movie. And you're like, whoa. It's not like this, oh wow, I forgot about it really quickly. There was like a, she seemed, it came across that she was really affected by it, whereas Alex did not give a rip. Alex just went about his life just doing whatever he wanted to do. So we don't miss Alex. We don't need him in our life. Three, even the ending, which this is the first time in the series, I cannot speak to the fourth and fifth, and especially not the one that hasn't come out yet. It's coming out soon. The ending is another premonition, and this is the first time in the series to actually do that. It's a little bit of a bookend, and I actually like the premonition at the end a lot better. I think that's the best premonition in the entire franchise. It's just so plausible, so believable, and it's just so utterly tragic. I mean, it's implied that everybody is dead. Everybody that you followed is gone by the end of the movie. We know what's coming. And they can't get off of the train. I mean, I guess they left it ambiguous, but let's be real. They didn't get off the train. They did. I would be shocked if any of those people end up showing up in a later movie. I'd be shocked if the fourth movie references the third movie at all. So I was the kid in high school who I remember overhearing this one girl. She was talking with her girlfriend, and they were talking about how she was talking about how much she loved Final Destination 3, and she was like, it was so scary. You will never want to go on a train ever again after you see this movie. I thought she was referring to the roller coaster event at the beginning of the movie, which is on the advertisement, it's on the poster. I think she was referring to the ending, and props to her for calling that scene out above all of the other. But I was kind of like that elitist, like horror nerd in high school who was like, I'm not watching Final Destination 3. I'm gonna go and watch Friday the 13th 8 because I was like super cool like that. I think it's because it was new. I didn't really respond to newer things. And Final Destination wasn't Saw or Hostel, which actually seemed to try to say something about the human condition. This one's just, I mean, is Final Destination 3 stupid? Yes, it's incredibly dumb. Is it worth your time? No, absolutely not. You shouldn't waste your time on any of these movies. But if you're going to, of the first three, this is the one to do it. This one is, it was just fun. I actually enjoyed myself, which I am shooketh at admitting that I actually liked the Final Destination movie. But given what came before it, it was such a low bar to reach entertainment because I walked in with such low expectations. Um, so yeah, basically the order so far in my brain is third one's the best, second one is slightly better than the first, even though it's dumber. And the first one, I'm gonna go below the screen because it should be buried beneath the floorboards. So yeah, anyways, I've never seen the fourth one, so I'm actually kind of excited now because I kind of enjoyed the third one. So wait, what? What? Apparently there's an alternate cut to Final Destination 3 that's only on the DVD. It's a choose your own adventure cut? I didn't even like choose your own adventure books. This is going to be a two-part review. I'll come back later in the week, tell you how that choose your own adventure cut went. Bye.